The world looks so trippy in black and white. It's trippy because I can see it in black and white in the middle, and then it's color all around me. I gotta research and find out if these live hours count towards your overall watch time. It's like walking into an old black and white film, but then seeing color all around in my peripherals. It's a trip. It gets blurry when I get close to things. I don't know what the YouTube guidelines are on smoking herbs on camera, so keep this camera pointed that way. It's like walking in one of those old shows like Leave It to Beaver or some shit. There's a football field over there. I wonder if we can get access to those bleachers. Put this shit up. So going back in time. Broke the gyro on this selfie stick. I had it attached to my bike and it got bounced around too much. I'll stop for a sec. It's like one of those old films from way back. It's so cool. I'm a big fan of black and white. I love those old movies like Metropolis and all that from way back. I just saw the old school original Alice in Wonderland from '39. Amazing film. For its time, it was groundbreaking. Thank you. Oh, much appreciated. Yeah, if you like adventure, that's the kind of thing I do. I'm an artist, I'm a singer, songwriter, producer. I do all sorts of things. I'm not professional. I just do my thing, you know. I live with my art. I go kayaking, I climb. I got a lot of crazy stuff planned for the next few years. It's just, everything costs money, so everything takes time. I don't make any money off what I'm doing, so everything I'm doing is hoping for sponsorship or something one day. There's a few orphanages that I am in contact with on Facebook that I'm also going to be helping one day. So that's definitely part of what I'm doing here. But honestly, I just live for making videos. I love it. If this is open, We might get to, I don't know how close we can get. It's better to ask forgiveness than permission. Yeah, we just passed 1,000 subscribers recently. I really appreciate that. Any of you who are subscribers who are watching. It's amazing. I can't believe that we actually made it this far. It's 4 years in the making, but honestly, it just shows that if you put hard work in, you know, dreams can come true. You just have to really put in that work. I'm out here every day going live, making videos, making music, writing things down. I listen to music constantly. Like I always have headphones in. I'm always writing down new ideas, creating new pictures. I never let it pass through my mind without tracking it. Because you just never know what's going to hit. That's the thing about videos, you know, you post one, you never know what's going to happen with it. You put it out there and you just, hey, is that going to be the one? Maybe. Nope. And then you just move on to the next day and you just keep going and going and going. It used to be easy to become famous on the internet, you know. Dumbasses doing all kinds of stupid things, but I'm not willing to hurt myself or any of that for a video. I'm not looking for that kind of thing. I'm just an artist, you know. And we live in an age where as an artist, people get to see my work every single day. Thousands of people see my work every day. So it's like, as an artist, what could be more satisfying than that already? Think about it, you put a painting in like a gallery or something, how many people are going to see that every day? And when you put a video out or you do a live, you never really can tell how far it's all gone. This gate is open. Okay, there is a no trespassing sign. I think this guy will get mad. He's going to be looking right at me. Back to the old school days. Classic. Yeah, I appreciate everybody stopping in. You never know with these lives if you're gonna get any people or not. I go live a lot in the morning on TikTok because I have a lot of friends over there. So we go on live and maybe I'll go for a little walk and we chat a bit and whatever, you know. Just talk about life and maybe people talk about what they're going through or whatever, you know. A lot of the people that I know are, you know, they're ex-drug addicts, ex-alcoholics, you know, people who have had rough lives and been through stuff. So we're sort of like a support group, you know. 2Gstyles Productions on TikTok. I have over 10,000 followers over there. So we're a small group, you know, but we grow. I don't know, I'm the kind of guy, I just create my feelings, you know, day to day. If I'm feeling negative, you might create negative music. If I'm feeling really extremely positive, you might get positive music. It all really is a reflection of my inner world, you know, my art. I don't really spend time with other artistic people, so I don't know what their process is or how they think or their, you know, how their creativity works or how they envision the world. I'm hoping one day to have more exposure to people who are more similar to me. A lot of the people that I know are not really the creative type, you know, per se. You know, they're good people and all. They're not like me, OCD, ADHD, obsessed with, you know, once I get focused, that's it. I'm sort of locked on. Here's the fire department. And know, it's a bit bouncy. I'll stop when I get to the street there and so you can get a better view. I broke the gyro in this thing because you used to be able to just power it on and it would hold a little bit and sort of stabilize it. I lost the little remote too. It was raining one day, so I left it at home. And then it's so tiny, it's this little square. I couldn't find it. Yeah, that's the fire station they built. They did a really amazing job. I got a lot of respect for these guys. They help a lot of people. Yeah, not doing anything really special. Just I go for a lot of morning walks and I just sort of see if there's enough viewers, I keep walking. If I don't get any viewers, or, you know, maybe I used to shut off the live, but now I do live on everything. So, you know, I used to only primarily do it on TikTok, but I'm trying to spread the fan base around, you know what I mean? I want to get everybody from each one of my communities everywhere on all the platforms. That way we're connecting everywhere. You know what I mean? Because you don't really get the full understanding of what I'm trying to do unless you see everything. You got to see the Facebook, the Instagram, all of it. It's all connected. Yeah, we are. I'm right down by your old hood. We go past there all the time. I know I can't help but think about you a lot, bro, because we spent so much time together in this area. I bumped into Mike's sister there a while back at the beginning of the summer. Over at Happy Ralph's. Oh, thank you for the like. I appreciate that. Those really help out. People don't understand how important those likes are. They're more important than the views. Those likes show the algorithm that content is watchable. Even 2 is better than 0. This black and white is just tripping me, dude. I love it. Yeah, this selfie stick is so unstable and messed up. We'll stop on this rock over here. Crazy on. Time for a new one. Yeah. I wish that's the way it worked. It's hard to get support out here. You know, like, even when you're doing something good like we are, it's hard to get people to see what you're doing because so many people are scammers and everything else out here in this world. Everything's so fake. Everyone's lying about who they are all the time. With me, what you see is what you get. That was a walk already, man. It's a trippy ass view right here. Black and white, it's killing me, bro. Yeah, you work nights, man. That sucks, dude. I was up at night for most of my life. I was at work for years. Like I was like just messed up from the alcohol and all that. I know what it was like to be up all night, every single night. It was great when we first had kids though, because I was up all night when they were crying and all that, but overall for my psyche it wasn't good. I love being up early in the morning, and I love going to sleep like midnight at the latest. I'm usually up by 6. Hear that crow? It's black and white with that crow, dude. Why, everything nice and calm over there today? I know your life must be crazy, dude. Dealing with people who are coming off drugs and all that that's intense work. Nice. Yeah, it's still a friggin' dark over there, huh? BC, man, that was such a good time. I really appreciate that trip, man. Honestly, I can't wait to get out there again. Let's hope the economy picks up. No, I'd love to come out there for like a month and just chill. Just bring my van, fill it up with everything I need. Just fucking drive out there and just stay for a month. A couple more years and all my kids will be fully grown adults, and then I'll have true freedom. Oh, I know that, bro. Trust me. So glad I'm not a coffee drinker or any of that, dude. I don't have those day-to-day expenses that constantly cost you. Smoking cigarettes is the worst one, man. I do not miss those days at all. We always said as soon as weed was cheap enough, we would friggin' quit smoking cigarettes. Kept to that word. It's crazy. You got viewers on here, you have no idea who they are, where they're from, if you know them, anything. It's crazy. That's what I love about this live stuff. It could be anyone from anywhere. Welcome to Leave It to Beaver. I don't even know how people, maybe they're getting the notifications because we have over 1,000 subscribers. Or maybe it's on a live feed somewhere. I don't know how they, suggestion page. Man, I lost that whole live footage of me and Chase in Toronto. I had it up and it didn't go through the processing properly. And I thought it was the short video and I friggin' hit delete. And then I checked and I'm like, oh, the short video that I didn't even want to post ended up posting. And the like 3-hour long video that we did ended up friggin' fully deleting because it didn't go through processing. So we lost 3 hours of full footage. That was funny too. We had a great time. So many crazy things happened on that trip to Toronto. Like we were in the 7-Eleven and we were at the cash trying to cash out. and this lady walks in. She's screaming her head off about how it's hers, grabs a donut out of the thing, starts biting it, puts it in her mouth, throws the tray, goes and grabs a slushy cup, walks over to the slushy counter. The guy's standing there yelling, "I'm gonna call the cops." She's filling up the cup with the slush. She just walks out drinking a slush, screaming, "This is my place." That shit was so funny. That Toronto trip, that was the funniest one yet. Like, people were just going crazy. This one guy was yelling about there being no God in front of City Hall. And then there was another Muslim guy across the street. He throws this corn on the stick into the middle of the road. He starts yelling out some kind of prayers. He takes off his shirt. He's like dropping on the ground, doing like these praise to the sky and all this thing. It's like, whoa. There's always something happening when you're in Toronto. It's not like that here. Everywhere here is just, there's like nobody. I could walk for kilometers and kilometers and kilometers and rarely bump into someone. And if I do, they're like, "Hi," and then just keep walking. In Toronto, everyone's freaking, there's so many people that the crazy ratio is like super high. I don't know, I love it. That energy is just, it's something else. I'm covered in tattoos and shit, so those people don't bother with me. I know this thing's a bit bouncy. 7 viewers, nice. Well, thanks for popping into my little black and white show. I don't know if you know anything about me. I'm 2Gstyles. I make music, art. I do adventures. I go kayaking. I do all kinds of stuff. I have a website, 2Gstyles, artandmusic.com. You can check it out if you're interested in knowing more about me. Or you could just hashtag 2Gstyles into your favorite browser. Bing works best. If you put me in Bing, you'll see pages and pages and pages and pages and pages of the things I've created. I have over 900 videos on YouTube, and I have almost 2,000 on TikTok. Kayakers are not real. I feel kind of real when I touch my cheek. Next season, I'm trying to get one of those kayaks that have the wetsuit and the skirt, so that I can do whitewater kayaking. The kayaks I have now are not good for waves. They're too big. I went out in that last storm and I was good out in the water, but once I got back to the shoreline and I tried to get back up onto the concrete, I got grabbed up by the waves. Just pile drived me. Luckily I got out of it. Boat had about 5 gallons of water in it though. My hair's a mess. How's it going? I got the Jack Nicholson going on. As I said, I'm pretty highly tattooed. Thanks for checking out my live. Just thought I'd show you my face. The next time I'm over at the graveyard, I'm going to do some black and white filming. I think it'll look pretty cool. Yeah, it's kind of what I do. I walk around, I talk, I do adventures. You know, I'm an artist, so I sort of like, I just follow my art. Whatever I'm feeling that day, that's what I do. So I don't really plan a lot or think it out. I just kind of talk about whatever comes out of my mind, or if people come in like you and want to talk about something, I'm open to conversation. I like to go into a lot of spots where you don't find a lot of people. Like yesterday, I found a new spot in Niagara on the lake where you got to climb up the side of the hill face, and it's a 90-degree steep angle. It's probably even more, like it's almost to the point where like a novice could get seriously hurt. But once you get to the top, it's just open trails for so far that you would need a tent and more supplies to keep going any further than I went. Yeah, I paint, I sculpt, I carve. I also have stone tools I haven't tried out yet. There's so many things that I'm trying to, try out and get into when it comes to my art. But it's like, I just sort of go with the flow, right? So I spend many hours painting. If you go on TikTok, you can find, I'm 2Gstyles Productions. A lot of my paint work is there. I did a lot of lives where I just kind of set the camera up behind me and I just paint and talk about feelings or whatever, whatever occurs to me, you know what I mean? Just spend hours just, I'm a layer painter. So when I paint, I don't just do one layer. I start off with one painting, and by the time I'm done, it's like 20 paintings on top of each other. You never know exactly how it's going to evolve as I keep adding the layers, and sometimes I add textures like sparkles or, ash or different elements to the paint. I'm not like one of those, I don't have these detailed, delicate little fingers, you know what I mean? I just do what I do. Self-expression and all. This black and white filter, I can't get enough of it. It's so bouncy. I killed the gyro in this thing. I used to do bike rides on TikTok, but they deemed me too dangerous and banned me from the activity. I would tape this thing down onto my front of my handlebars and just ride and ride and ride. I work a lot with AI these days. Like, it's able to bring a lot of my dreams into reality. So I have quite an extensive private collection of art. I'm also a printer. So at some point when YouTube monetizes me, I'm going to be opening my print shop to the public. I have a lot of stuff that nobody has ever seen. It's very unique. I have a unique mind, so my creativity it's pretty unlimited. A lot of the software that I use requires credits to run experiments to try to create the things I'm trying to do, and I don't have a lot of money, so I have very limited credits per month, so I have to be very careful, so I have to be very precise these days with my experimentation. It used to be easier because I was doing shorter content, but now I'm working on trying to create longer content with more evolving transitions, and that takes more time and more credits. So I'm doing everything out of my own pockets, and my pockets are very light. I work alone, so I have no partners except for the AIs that I work with. All the stuff I perform myself on my I have over 50 songs that I perform myself on my page under 2Gstyles perform songs. I Some of the beats in the beginning, yeah, I didn't have my own beats, so I used just free use beats, but as it evolved later on into now, the beats are all mine. All the production is mine. All the vocal production on everything is mine. I've learned everything myself every step of the way. Yeah, I don't, you know what, I've wondered, how you get involved with people like that. I've had a lot of people come and try to scam me and things like that. Oh, we're going to help you, and NFTs and all this. And it all leads to nowhere, you know what I mean? It's like, it makes it hard to even think about all this money stuff. It's like, the only real one I can trust is like, if we monetize YouTube, I know that if there's money involved, YouTube's going to pay me. So at least it's something I can trust. Beyond that, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's hard. I'd love to be around some creative people, especially gallery owners, stuff like that. It's funny, I'm outgoing in this sense, but also introverted at the same time. Like, I like having friends and people to talk to, but I also like having control of, when and where and how many. I'm a little eccentric. I think a lot of us creative types are kind of like that. This is cool. It's like stepping back into a time machine. Oh wow, you're a professional then. Yeah, I can't, I create something every single day. I don't per se paint every single day. I haven't painted for that long, you know what I mean? I just picked up painting along the way, just as something to fill the time, and then I just realized that I enjoy having a brush in my hand. I enjoy the smell of the paint. I enjoy the whole process, I like setting everything up, and just like tattooing. When I didn't have arthritis in both hands and carpal tunnel syndrome, I could, I used to do tattooing, but now my hands are like blocks, They don't function as well as they used to, so a paintbrush is a little more natural. But it definitely felt like, when I took to painting, it felt right. It's just, when I'm in a negative headspace, I tend not to paint because I feel like I transfer my emotions to the painting. I don't know if that's weird, but that's how I feel. Wow, that's in the right place at the right time is right. Connections are hard to make. I don't know, I find painting to be deeply emotional. So if I'm painting something that, it has deep value to me, I don't want to transfer my private life into that. So sometimes I put the painting away for a while until I'm in brighter spirits. My work tends to be a little darker when I'm going through the emotional times. That's the great thing about being a creator is like, you always have an outlet for the things that you're feeling, right? So I never bottle it up. I'll write a song. You know what? I'll write a song and literally perform that song and master the whole thing and like on the fly at any moment. I might use GarageBand on my phone with just a set of Apple earphones and it occurs to me, because I walk around with at least like 8 to 10 beats on me. So if it occurs to me that I want to sit down and just write a song or I'm having a feeling, I'll just sort of sit wherever I am. Or maybe I'm doing one thing and I'm writing a song at the same time. I'll be doing a tedious menial task like moving furniture or something. And my mind will be somewhere else completely. My body will be doing that task, but my mind, it's like this walk, you know what I mean? My body's just walking and I'm talking to you. It's like the walking is automatic. It wasn't like that in the beginning. It took time to get used to talking to my camera. TikTok was great for that. Snapchat too. Creating filters and making videos of crazy stuff. That really opened me up to being able to talk to my camera and become more comfortable with who I am as a person, looking into my own face. It's weird, I know, but it was almost like free therapy. How often do you really look into your own face and say something? It's really difficult at first to look yourself right in the eyes and say whatever you're going to say, but the more you get used to just saying whatever's on your mind, especially if you're an honest person like me, you don't really have to worry about it. I don't really have to filter anything because I don't have racist thoughts. I don't hate people. I'm not angry about anything. So I don't have to really filter anything. I just say whatever I'm feeling. I'm a really feely guy, I guess. Yeah. Usually all my infractions, when they've hit me up with restrictions and all that on TikTok, it's because they think I'm too dangerous. Dangerous activities. Yeah, I got a projector and I got this memory card now and I got a portable power supply. So I wanna go out and like put on street performances. I've seen a few people doing it. I gotta create the right thing so that I can truly represent who I am and what I am before I get out there and do something like that. I never tried making money off music. I just like making music. I enjoy making music, that's the thing. Everything I do for myself, really. I create it for me and I put it out there, and if people like it, they can watch it. If you like me, you can watch me. If you don't, have a nice day. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter to me. I've been doing this for years, 4 years now, and there was no viewers, there was nothing. I would post nothing, and it didn't matter. I quit drinking and I used art to get away from that drinking, and now art's my obsession, Yeah, everything is oversaturated at this point, right? I think it's all about branding, like who you are. What does your brand represent? Who are you as a person? What are you trying to do? What's your goal? In the long run, I'm trying to get my family out of poverty and as well try to help a few other families along the way and even sponsor some orphans, Because why not? These people need food and they have no way to make money. So it's like, if I can find a way to make money, I want to help as many people as I can. Who knows? It's all a dream, right? But without a dream, what do you got? I guess I'm a dreamer. I always have been, Oh, that's great. Yeah, the drinking, it was the bane of, I'm 43 myself, and drinking was killing me. Honestly, it was taking me out. And you know what is funny? It was depression the whole time. It was depression, it was ADHD, it was OCD, undiagnosed psychological issues. Oh, that's good to stick with it, you know what I mean? Stick with it. It gets better, it gets easier, I'm not going to tell you that it's going to be a cakewalk because it's not, but you know me now, so I'm always out here. I'm always on live on TikTok or here, or you can always message me if you know what I mean? When it comes to that type of thing, yep, that's right up my alley. So yeah, you ever need support, you know me now. You're not alone in this. I always support anyone who's on a recovery mission, Once I quit drinking, worlds opened up to me, I started opening up to myself. I started liking myself. And now I love myself. And now I'm literally at the point where I'm setting boundaries and cutting people off and making choices that are only good for me, because you know what? When you first stop drinking, and everything, you have all that guilty feelings and all that, but after years and years and years, you can finally live for yourself again, so you have that to look forward to in the long, long, long term, and it's totally worth it. A friend of mine named Nash, he's struggling, and I try to help him, but he's young and he's obviously dealing with some kind of trauma. It's hard to cope with the past. Sometimes it's hard to equate your own memories, you know what I mean? I know I've been there. But eventually you got to forgive yourself for whatever it is that makes you drink. Yeah, I have I have this way about me that some people just, I'm like family to them almost immediately. It happens to me in life. Like, I could be sitting in the waiting room at the doctor's office or something, and within 5 minutes, people just, they open up to me. I think it's because I open up myself to everything, you know what I mean? I'm not a closed off person. I spent so much of my time trapped away, locked in my own head, you know, trying to figure things out, thinking that there was answers. The only answer is you got to get up every single day and just try to do the best you can. And as long as you're doing the best you can, it's all you can do. I love kayaking. It's a lot of work. I'm an outdoor guy. Thing is, live streaming and being an outdoor guy work so perfectly together, you know what I mean? Because I'm always outside anyway. I'm always thinking things, and so it's like, instead of just thinking what I'm thinking, I just speak to the camera, and it just comes naturally. I wish I was smarter so I knew things about things and I could like talk about stuff, but I don't really know anything about this area or its heritage or all that. Why don't you like kayaking? Did you almost drown? Did Jason come after you? One of those practical jokes, you're in a kayak and Jason jumps out of the water. Yeah, you know, I'm not book smart, I guess, but I'm life educated. And I learned whatever I needed to learn to get to me to where I am now. I survived where many of the people who came up with me did not, so. Yeah, I have no thoughts that I'm going to be a superstar all of a sudden. I just like being an artist. I like being live. I like talking to people. I like trying to help people. Being a positive influence is a huge change in my life compared to where I was, you know, 4.5 years ago. 5 actually, sorry. It's been 5 years. I keep undershorting myself. I actually set my thing as my daughter's birthday, and she just had her birthday, so it's actually 5 years sober. I keep undercutting myself. I'm 5 years sober. Maybe I have to tattoo that on my body somewhere so I don't quit forgetting. Signal usually cuts out pretty bad. I'm going to walk you guys into this graveyard over to a spot. There's like a little fountain right in the middle of this graveyard. I want to put this black and white on later tonight and come back into here and do some filming. I know that side's all veterans. I spend a lot of time in this graveyard. It's very well kept. We'll see if YouTube holds out better than TikTok on the signal. I come here at night sometimes on TikTok live and walk around and look for ghosts. Never found any yet. Yeah, these guys are always working all day, keeping this place in great shape. There was a huge raccoon living here for a while. When I came here in the mornings, I would see him. The black and white. Just adds that trippy effect. They're coming for you, Barbara. There's Johnson. Good morning. Yep, we're getting a round on the lives today. We had a pretty good audience all around. It's my new friend here, the commissioner, who hates kayaking. Hasn't told us why yet. This black and white filter has been doing it for me the whole time. I want to come back here tonight with my son and get him to film me with a black and white Snapchat filter and do some zombie shit. I think that'd be fun. This ain't no stinking tea party. There's Watson. You'll have to get, my son can help me, he can hold the camera. Ooh, I wish I would have brought my glasses. Yeah, I suppose it is. I tried to take my uncle kayaking. He got in the kayak and he had to leap out. He was going under. He was sinking. We got him out in time, he walrus style out onto the dock. Oh, they don't have the fountain turned on today. Ooh, all right, I gotta sit. Luckily, this thing has a nice tripod. Ooh. Sit over here is a better view. They don't have the fountain on anyway. Oof. A little poetry there. These people have heard me sing a lot. It's always so peaceful here. I wish the fountain would have been on. That would have been a great way to end this. Usually that fountain's on and water comes out the middle. Oh, I'm sweating. I'm gonna flip this around. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Look at me, I'm a mess. I'll definitely be live again. This is it for me. I'm going home, I'm tired. But yeah, I'll be live again soon. Thanks a lot. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get that notification bell. That way you know when I'm live, because I'm very sporadic, so you just never know where I'm going to be and what I'm going to be doing. But it's been great to meet you all. Commissioner, peace and love. We'll see you guys again. Have a great day.